Okay. Do-do. All right, says excellent connection. Here we go. Oh my gosh, look at all this crap on here. A bunch of crap for craps. Um, so been working on this for a couple of months and didn't really know what direction I was going to go. Created a thing, liked it, went on, realized that it was kind of a mess the way it was put together. So I started from scratch and went again. Wanted to make sure to keep everybody happy. So we have there at the top the brand new display board. Next, we have the display board that came out with a 3.0. Who we got here? Ted, what's up, Midnight? So I want to keep that intact. And I resurrected the display board from over a year ago. Pretty much George's first display board. Throw that back in there for nostalgia. Got the vertical and horizontal road trackers, both the traditional and brand new bubble crap style, which has been, it's pretty enough. Some people might like to use it. I don't know. What else we got? We got the new toss tracker displays for both dice, primary, secondary, etc. Corresponding data is on the back end that you can put into Bone Tracker. Arnell requested top shooters, so we have a top shooters list now. You can pare that down. So I set it up top 10. You can pare it down to top 5, whatever fits on your screen. Recent shooters has been there. I think George uses that. I use that. I'm not sure who else, but it's there. Okay. So, how well does this thing perform? Let's find out. Oh, and got a little bit of a screen capture so you can see me actually putting the data in. So, first thing we want to do is just reset it. Empty out all that data. And let's start with shooter. Look at that. Not too bad. Just a couple seconds to reset all that. Nice. And actually, first thing, let's go to crapless mode. You'll see the top board lights up. Goes burgundy on the 2, 3, 11, and 12. There we go. So let's start off. Let's see some repeater bets. Aces. Aces again. This should be a repeater win on the top board and the second board. Looks good. They are red in the roll tracker because they are come out losers. However, if we go crapless, they will be a winner, point set and a winner. Look at that. Love it. Either way, the repeater wins. Let's check out the small. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, that was a 7. I'm a moron. 1, 5 for. There we go. Small wins on the new board, the old board, and the legacy board. Love it. All right, note to self, need to light up the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the legacy board. Oh, Arnell, what's going on, man? Just doing some performance testing, logic testing. So keep your eyes out. Throw it in the comments at about what dice roll we're at. If you see any errors. So that was the small. Let's go on with the tall then. There's an 8, 9, 10. And this is being nice and responsive. I like it. 11. And I'm going to say your name, Midnight. There's the all tall small, lit up on all 3 boards. Still need to fix the conditional formatting on the legacy board, but that's where it's at. All the displays look good, I think. Yeah, Arnell, I got your top shooters in there. Hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and go on to a new shooter. So shooter 2 comes up with 0 tosses. That's good. Let's check out the fire bet. Start off with a hard 4. And that underlines on the Bubble Craps display got the H in the traditional tracker. History, I should say. Throw in some more hard ways here. Check that out. That thing's being nice and snappy and very cool. All right. So 4 wins, and that should light up fire. And just so you guys, if you haven't seen this part yet, looking at the top board, I can't point my mouse to it, but you see the little strong arm, the muscle doohickey. That is the marker for the all tall small, but we can actually change that to almost anything we want, including a pile of poo, which doesn't show up well on the burgundy. How about ice cream? You can do ice cream cones. How you like that? Hey, Rocky. Okay. Or maybe we're feeling lucky today and we can do clovers. Pretty much any emoji or character you want to throw in there is going to work on that. That's pretty awesome. All right. Let's pound through the fire bet real quick. So 23. There's a 5. Lights up for the fire. There's 3 points on the fire. And actually, if we do this right here, we should get a sharpshooter 3 points. Sharpshooter pays 6 to 1. How you like that, Arnell? Okay. Let's get rid of that 7 and go for an 8 for a 4-point fire bet. 7 out there. 4-point fire bet pays 25 to 1. Sharpshooter pays 10 to 1. That looks good. Now, are you guys watching on PCs or mobile devices? The bubble crap style would actually be quite a bit bigger. You know, I've got to squeeze it down so I get everything on one screen. But other than that, how does this look on your devices? Are they readable? Can you follow them? I guess is what I'm asking. Now I'm going to go back and watch this on my phone. Actually, I can bring this up on my phone right now. See what it looks like. YouTube. Oh, well, I don't know why I've got that thumbnail on there, but that's all right. Don't matter. Change that later. I don't know how to mute my phone, YouTube on the phone. That's not horrible. Might want to reduce the. I want to take some of the roll history off on the vertical and the horizontal, so they could be a little bit bigger, fewer of them. But that's all right. It doesn't look horrible. Bird dog. No shoes, and all kinds of characters in here. Actually, in no offense, I don't know that I recognize Rocky or No Shoes, but welcome aboard, guys. All right, so where were we at? We were testing sharpshooter and fire bet. So let's get rid of that last 7 and move on with the 9. That should be a 5-point fire bet, and that is also a sharpshooter. So we'll set the point to 10 and get another PSO. 5-point fire bet pays 250 to 1. Sharpshooter 5 points pays 20 to 1. Beautiful. I love it. So that is a little bit tight on the traditional display. I need to widen that up a little bit. Okay. I didn't test that when I was putting it together. All right. Get that 7 out of there. Finish up with the 6-point fire bet. Six-point fire bet, 1,000 to 1. Sharpshooter pays 30 to 1. That doesn't seem fair. But the sharpshooter doesn't have to get unique points, so I guess it works out. Let's see. Let's throw another midnight in there. That should give us the tall. Beautiful. And here's the horn repeater. Let's see if I can do the horn repeater. How do I do that? All right, there's 4 points to. Let's do another yo. That should be a yo repeater. Nice. It gives us 5 towards the repeater. Aces. And a 3. Gives us the all tall small and the horn repeater. So this is actually kind of frustrating to put together because this is a plausible scenario, and this is also why casinos don't have all these different bonus bets all at the same time. Hey George, welcome aboard. Duracell, appreciate you stopping by. Skill and luck, God, I almost got the entire peanut gallery in here. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Along for the ride. That's a lot of green. That lights up. If people miss the all tall small or the horns, that's just too bad. Go back to here. Let's do the 3 first. Here's another possible scenario. So we do. Actually, this is going to mess me up. Let's see. Got 2 and 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should do it. There's the aces. That should not. Okay. All right, that should not. Why is it still doing that? I might have something messed up in the horn repeater logic. Here's the all tall small. Okay. If we do aces again, it should be a repeater on the aces and the horn. Is that right? I've got a yo, 2 midnights, another yo, 3, and 2 aces. Yeah, that's right. So horn and the aces hit at the same time. So that looks good. Any scenarios you guys want to see? All right, good night, George. Thanks for stopping in for a minute. Appreciate it. Oh, you want to see steroids? Watch this. I am going to copy in, if I can do it. Oh, come on, be good to me. 100 and something random rolls generated there. Watch this board light up. And that's why those columns are in there, Arnell, so I can copy and paste really easy and lots of random data. So I can test all the things. So there's your top 10, your most recent shooters. So pretty awesome. So other than the all tall small and the legacy board and the widening out the middle board there, I think we're in good shape. What else can we, I don't know what else I could possibly test. This is kind of crazy. So check this out, if I can do it. That's not going to do it. Let me go to this. There, we'll start with this scene. There. Now I've got audio and everything, a blank screen. Paste reference. This is what that KPI display looks like now, Arnell. Absolutely everything on a single sheet. And to do that, you have to set your browser. When you do your browser source, you got to set it to like 2,000 pixels high. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, give the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe too, guys. You don't want to miss any of my wonderful videos that I do, or well, never do. Ew. Get rid of this. There we go. So what else can I test? What else you guys want to see here? And yeah, Arnell, I really did not want to put it all on one sheet. And then I'm like, you know what? When George said something about setting the browser height in there, I'm like, you know, there's really no reason not to. And I have tested all the repeaters, and I think I've tested through all the repeaters. I think I've tested through all the all tall small scenarios, the fire bet, crapless. Oh, watch this. Switch this over to crapless, and it's actually going to change a lot of the stats. Exact same rolls, but of course, craps and crapless craps are two different games. No, actually, it didn't change as much as I thought it would. But anyways. Those gauges haven't changed. Duracell. Let's go back to here, my blank slate. There's that. Let me focus this down a little bit. So those are all the, well, I want to resize. There we go. So those gauges, wow. So at 100 random rolls, random numbers generated by Google Sheets, the hardways are bang on. The field, the horn, box numbers inside, everything is just bang on. Unless I got something screwed up. I don't know. No, those numbers look good. The 7-outs are a little bit high. Come out sevens are a little on the low. Don't pass, definitely kicking butt there on those random rolls. So come down here and let's whack out a few of these. Watch those, should change some. Or not. Maybe I got my gauges broke, guys. Well, thanks for asking, Duracell, because I just put in like a whole mess of hardways, 4s and 10s and 6s, and none of those gauges moved. So yeah, I got to go fix those, I guess. Not one of them moved. I found something. You helped me find something broken. I wasn't even going to look at that. Damn. Hey Vic, how you doing, man? Oh. So, let's get rid of that. Where's it at? Damn it. Go away. Get off my screen. Great. Now I got to go fix the gauges. But that's the gauges are pretty easy. That's just data. I'll tell you what, guys. The really hard part on doing this is keeping all the conditional formatting straight. There are so many stupid, idiotic rules. It's not even funny. What's up, Coach? Duracell, you're not trying to help, Duracell. You're just nitpicking and trying to tear it apart and put me down. I know how it is. So, anywho, yeah, right there in the inside. Hope somebody finds this useful. Maybe we get some of these dice influencer people that charge money for coaching and classes. Get them to use the KPI to live stream their rolls, and we can see for ourselves. And actually, that's something else I want to add is real-time stats for the right dot, the toss stats. Whether you're primary, secondary, and all that junk. Doesn't help me, but it can help others. First baseball game, 9-zip. Sweet. That's high school, right, Joe? Middle school. Okay. Cool deal. Um, so I wonder if I can bring that. Yeah, I can bring that up. Hang tight, guys. Maybe I can bring that up. My screen is doing something funky to me. Google Sheets, I should say, is. And give me just a moment. I'm gonna lose audio, but give me just a moment. All right, Don. So this should look familiar to anybody who's used Bone Tracker. I copied the interface, the layout and whatnot. And so when you're using the KPI, and it goes without saying, guys, it only works if you're tossing the same set over and over and over again, like you would in Bone Tracker when you're actually practicing your mechanics and whatnot to see where you're at. So you can set your dice set, And then as you throw them, you put your entry in, and this is going to provide some real-time feedback. And then at the end of your session, all you got to do is just come down here and copy in all your rolls. You can copy those out, paste them into Bone Tracker to get your full deep analysis. So does that answer your question, Skill? Oh, Bird Dog, you missed it. Yeah. Check this out. So on the setup page, where's it at? So we can put just about anything we want for the ATS marker in there. We can put a star in there. You can put a muscle in there, a green heart, whatever you want. So, and again, you can even put a pile of poo in there if you wanted, but it doesn't show up real well. Put some money bags in there. Go get some ice cream, Joe. Buy your team some ice cream. 9-zip, man. They deserve it. Then you go make them run laps and burn off all them calories. Yeah, Victor. So let me bring it up this way. I think this is what you're asking about, this gauge right here. Simply counting up all the pass line or don't pass wins and then comparing them. Kind of, I have no idea if that's useful information or not, but for some of us that, are working the long-term, we're working on long-term trends and whatnot, I think it's just kind of interesting information. And it's also interesting kind of watching that as you do your progressions. You're playing the don't pass, so you look up at your stats, and actually the pass line is winning more, but you're still making money, so you got to be doing something right. Yet, Arnell, so it's not really light versus dark, because it's only looking at the pass line and don't pass. And light side, dark side, there's a lot more to it with place bets, lay bets, and all that junk. Come and don't come, and so it's not. Don't read too much into it, I guess is what I'm saying. But if you guys have watched some of my recent last 4 or 5 of my 100K series, I've been using the Labrashare sequence, the Labrashare betting strategy, and that is designed for a 50-50 bet, and you need to win 1/3 of them. So you need to win somewhere between 33 and 50% of those bets to come out ahead. And that's where I thought that kind of a gauge, that kind of tracking would be useful, is when you're doing something similar like that. I might want to talk to Waylon at some point, or maybe Skill and Luck, because there's some other ladders that there might be some other gauges or tracking that we could look at to see, exactly how does a ladder perform. So Elmer Fudd hunting hard. Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I like that. In fact, I wonder where that was. That was in Craps Nation, I think. For those of you who haven't seen it. Oh. Well, guys, I've seen what I've seen what I need to see with regards to all this. If anybody comes along later and has any thoughts or comments, thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Find me on Skype or Discord or wherever it is that you know me from, and let me know what you think. I'm gonna get some tweaks done this evening, and who knows, we might get it out there and Arnell can use it for Wednesday. I don't think George will have time to use it tomorrow, or if we're even having an LFC tomorrow. Yeah, Vig, we've actually talked about that. Trying to figure out doing some effects, tying it in, but we're using Google Sheets on the back end. And then, of course, we're using like OBS, or I think some people are using vMix or Ecamm, and don't have the first clue how to do any kind of integration with that. So, tried using the KPI last night, wouldn't reset all the numbers. Did it reset some of the numbers? And as far as getting going with the KPI, getting started with it, I did several videos on that, and none of that has changed as far as getting it to work with OBS, getting the script to do what it's supposed to do. And so if I hit reset here, I don't think I've authorized this script yet, so hang tight. And I don't even use it because it's so slow, even when it does work. So there, I get authorization required. I continue. Then it brings up this choose an account. So I choose my account. Advanced. Go to Untitled. Got to go through all this garbage with Google. And then we'll reset again. And boom, empty. That reset actually went kind of fast. That wasn't too horrible. So, but yeah, anyways, Bird Dog, so, and anyone else, if you need help getting this stuff set up, we just, get on Skype make sure you got OBS set up and ready to go using Skype. We can get on there and, do some screen share through Skype and actually record it. And the only reason why I say Skype is because that's what we're using primarily for LFC with George. And it's super easy to do a screen share when you have OBS in the mix, and which is helpful since that's what we're using is OBS. If you have another software, you can do that as well. If you're using something else completely different, then we'll figure it out. But feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to jump on for a bit and see if I can help you out. So. All right, guys, I am getting out of here. My wife is home. I think it's about dinner time, so we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna work on these couple little fixes, and other than that, we will see you guys on Skype, Discord, or LFC tomorrow. Have a great evening.